What's up, everyone? I'm Aaron, the Toy Enhancer, and welcome to the show. How's everyone doing tonight? Let's see, I had to put Bobby's comment up first. Why is there no Techno Vipers working on that his tank in the photo? That's a good question. It's probably because that photo is like at least 5 months old. Maybe 6 months. Whenever the damn his tank came. Let's say hi to the chat. Crow was in there first with the test. We got some technical difficulties, I think, on his end. I got him coming in, but he's not. I got no visual on him, on Crow, for some reason. We're gonna see if we can work that out. See if Crusty Old Crow can join us. We got Woody 222 in the house. What's up, brother? Right, he was first. Turkish Murphy. That's cool you guys are here. Bobby Wald and Turkish Murphy sent me some packages. I meant to open that package of Bobby's on the last live, and somehow we got to talking, and it must have been late or some shit. I forgot. I felt bad. I was like, damn it. Got Eric Living Good here. What's up, brother? Jay Astro's in the house, man. My buddy Jay. Nerds. War Chest. What's up, War Chest full of toys? War Chest is here. How are you guys doing? We're gonna I sent a message out to Crow, so I'm just waiting for him to tell me what's up, or I don't know what he's getting on his end. I got an empty Crow box on my end, so he's trying to come in, but hey, nice. Missy's showing me she made like strawberry shortcake, man. Oh man, it looks delicious. Oh, here he is. All right, let's see. We're gonna put you on the spot, Crow. We're gonna see what you technical difficulties. I tried reloading. If you can't get me, I will reboot the phone cam. Okay, I got you coming in. I got your screen on, Crow, and you're coming in, but there's no visual of you. I haven't seen a picture of you. See, War Chest just got home today. He's got a few packages and waiting on them. Hey, Crow, I was gonna mention hit up Darren for the link and get the link rebooted to you. He has a link also. All right, so Bobby Wald is here, man. I want to open up this package he sent me, man. I've been dying. I think he told me what it was, but honestly, I can't remember, man. Shit, I had a blade. I had a freaking razor blade somewhere because all mine are in the damn work truck. Oh, shit. Bear with me, guys. It's going to be a complete shit show tonight. All right. I need a drum roll, man. This is from Bobby, man. Bobby Wald, man, was the grand prize winner of my first diorama giveaway, which was epic. That turned out to be a wicked awesome build and super fun to do. I finally got the actual cabin sent out to him. So he should be getting that this week sometime, and it'll be cool, man. I still have to send the base. I didn't know. Holy shit, does it cost a lot to ship to California? Wow. I was like, shit, I could probably go visit him for this much. we will. I'm coming out to your house sometime, Bobby. We're gonna hang out and freaking play with Joes and shit. We're gonna build some dioramas together. Did she make enough for everybody? Well, everybody that's here, yeah. Jay Astro, if you're gonna come over, man, you gotta let me know, and I'll always share. You guys know that. I don't mind sharing. Hell yeah, strawberry shortcake. You know, it's that time of the year. It's springtime and shit. You want fresh strawberry shortcake, and you know, you just cut up the strawberries, mix it up with some damn sugar, and let it sit for a little milk. You know, let it what do you call that? Caramelize or whatever. And bam, slap that shit on that little sponge cake. Gotta have the whipped cream. Whipped cream, baby. You guys know what I'm talking about. A little strawberry shortcake. She just made a wonderful rice bowl for me. You guys eat rice bowls a lot. You got the rice, the beans. I like jalapenos and shit in mine. And then the, salsa, whatever. Put some cheese in there if you want. Some sour cream if you're not on a diet. Where's the purple pie, man? I don't know, man. I mean, I'll be there in 10 minutes. I mean, hours. Yeah. What's up, Gonzo? What's up, guys? All right. So this is what Bobby Wald sent me, man. Let's check it out. Finally got it open with my fillet knife. Uh-oh. Dude, Hasbro. You know he shops at Hasbro. Nice. Oh, wow, man. Oh, man. Bobby Wald is the best shipping dude I know. He even put cardboard. Check that out, guys. Even put the cardboard on a card, man. Look at this Minty Zartan retro. Thank you so much, bro. I do not have this. I have a lot of shit. And I mean a lot of shit in my house, man. But I don't have this guy. So I'm stoked. This is awesome. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you so much, man. Do you guys recall these were hard for me to get a hold of? I don't know why. I tried here and there. I even had a few orders in that got canceled or somehow because that my app on my damn phone, every time I download, I've had like 5 Walmart apps. It gets screwed up sometimes, and I don't know what goes wrong. I've been using my wife's here and there, but I just, you know how that goes. Be like, hey, honey, can you order me $150 of Joe's on Walmart app real quick? That just don't ride too well at my house. Thank you, Bobby. You're the man. This is going in my Minty collection. I have a hanger next to my bed in my room where I can hang carded stuff like this. And that's where it's going. That's where I keep all my retro mint cards. So I can fall asleep and dream about minty retro stuff. Thank you, man. Jay Astor said he got them last week, man. Sweet. Turk Murphy says, badass, man. All right, we got the Crow, man. I got him. Hang on. I'm sorry, Crow. Damn. I'm all blabbing. Let's get Crow in here. Crow, man. I got him. Hang on. So I got someone to talk to. All blabbing.
I'm still trying to get the phone here.
Hey. Hey, Crow.
Hey.
What's up, brother?
Dartan, man. That was awesome.
We're still looking dark, man. For some reason. Hang on. I see. Oh, there you are. Now you're, dude, whatever you did, you're freaking genius.
You know what I did, Aaron? I did the first thing we ever learned about computers. I unplugged it and plugged it back in. I just restarted my phone.
I normally just whack the heck out of it, you know? I'm like, bah! And for some reason, it works every time.
Yeah. I tried yelling at it. I tried screaming at it.
I do that to my kids too while they're growing up, man, and they're fine. Oh man, how you been, bro?
Oh man, I've been great. How about you?
I'm doing good. It's a typical Tuesday. I did some yard work. That was groovy. I got my riding lawnmower battery and got that running back again for the year. So.
Oh, okay. So you did all the fluids and everything on that?
Yeah, I had to drain the gas, all that good stuff, and
we're getting there. We haven't had snow in a couple of weeks, like nothing that's stuck around for more than an hour. So I think it's mowing season's very soon from us too.
Nice.
Yeah. So Bobby sent you that box with that Zartan. You didn't have that.
Did you see it?
I did.
Yes, man.
The food.
Yes, that was awesome. Thank you, Bobby. You're the man. And I got one more package. We might have 3-star draw pop in here later on. I know he's got a busy schedule, so we're all kind of trying to hit a nice time.
I'm just reading now that my mic isn't doing very good. You guys can't hear me very well, so I'm going to move closer. Let us know in the comments if that's better, guys, because I didn't realize you couldn't hear me.
Sounds better from here. How's that? Yeah, how's that, guys?
It was Shane and them saying
I see that now.
Yeah.
What's up, Oz? Good to see you, buddy.
So the only thing I didn't get around to doing today, if you can hear me okay, I never made a video of the day. I've been trying to do daily content every day, and today, knowing that we were getting together tonight, I think in my head I was like, that counts. It counts. So I got a lot of like background project stuff done today.
Nice. I see you've been working on your area back there, and like you got all your stuff like displayed now, and it looks amazing, man.
I was kind of hoping our buddy down south would be joining us right now to get that.
Here he is. He's trying to click in. It might be my groovy ass internet that I pay freaking hundreds of dollars for every month. I'm gonna try to add him in. He is showing up. It's just might be my laggy ass internet.
I was gonna say it was his link I used.
Well, here you. If he comes in, man. But yeah, he chimed in twice.
Speak of the devil.
And he shouted.
I might be doing something wrong. I'm not the world's best. Plus, I have like extra screens added down below. I wonder if that affects any of it. But we're trying to load. Sorry, DS.
I'm here. Where are you?
He's there. Hang on, man. I think it's Comcast, man. Oh. Yeah, so next week I guess I should upgrade my computer system here.
Should see what Bobby uses for internet.
How you doing, buddy? We got Down South 77 in the house. 3-star draw. Presented, established. I do have another box.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bust open into. And then I wanted to see if you guys wanted to talk about the new reveals and some of the ones that are we got them pre-ordered and stuff. I'll talk about a few of those. Made a little slideshow. So actually Missy made it, actually. I ain't gonna lie.
Professional.
I told her I was like, I'm not as smart as Punk and I can't figure all this size and stuff up. Can you make the slideshow for me? It took her like an hour and she made it. She said she can do it real fast now. So
I can use PowerPoint, but I don't know how to apply it to my YouTube content. That's all.
I've never made a PowerPoint slideshow in my life. I have no idea how to do it.
dude, it's got to be all like PDF or some shit or whatever.
I used
It needs to be on a tablet or something.
I used to teach a lot of courses, and there are a lot of dry courses. So I instantly think of PowerPoint and start falling asleep, just like anybody who sat through a long one, right? So,
yeah. So also, I say that if it's messed up, it's her fault.
Yeah, lay the blame off on somebody. That's the way. So, if you want to talk about that stuff, I can. I can only weigh in so much because that's going to be part of my content tomorrow night when I have my live with pop blenders. So I can't. I have to reserve some of my opinion, which is something I'm not used to doing.
is that is that still going with Seven's Wild there?
Yeah.
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 And that's what time?
Tomorrow at 8 Central. So your time 9.
Sweet.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's up, Matthew? Matthew's in the house, man. What's up, bro? Thank you. We got Wraith Mace in the house. What's up?
Oh,
man?
Wraith Mace is one I gotta get caught up on the content. I'm gonna start binging his channel here soon because he's the 40K guy among us that I wanna pick bones with sometimes.
Yes, and I
I'm
believe
excited to see
you
what
and me were
his
just
video-
introduced to that last year, Crow, the 40K or yeah.
I'm excited to see what Wraith's big said. He's working on something big, so I'm
Nice.
excited to see what that's going to be.
And sorry, I just kind of absorbed what you said. Actually, I've got about 20 some odd years of 40K experience back there. So, but I only got so invested in it. I would never call myself worthy of a channel of it. But apparently, from everything I've heard, Wraith Mace's content is top notch for anybody looking to get into that lore. And there's a lot of good lore there.
I thought you were like me. I just caught some action figures just recently of it.
No,
man, I'm super new, so yeah, I need to like invest some time into it. But I love the figures that I've seen.
Yeah, I know nothing at all about it. So everything that he is showing is I'm all oohing and ahhing over it, and I don't know anything about it other than there's a tabletop game and there was some toys and somebody made a video game. That's all I know.
Let's put it this way: if you think Hasbro's got some tricky price tricks up their sleeve, you haven't been introduced to Games Workshop properly. And Wraith Mace knows exactly what I'm talking about. These guys, pristine investments on themselves, always betting on themselves at the customer's cost. But I mean, their stuff is good. But I digress. We don't talk about that stuff here. We talk about Joe.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about what Turk Murph sent me, man. Turkish Murphy. I know you guys seen him in the chat. Awesome dude. And I gotta bring up another guy that's always in the chat with us chatting. He got a new channel started and we need to check it out, man. But hey, let me see if I can. Okay, there it goes. See, that's what it is. My damn internet's so damn slow. It takes forever for shit to pop up.
Are you getting storms down there tonight? You getting?
I do, man. It's cloudy as heck too. Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's pouring here,
bro. So Turk Murph sent this.
We're only about 3.5 hours.
Yeah, we're not too far. And man, dude, this has got to be 3D printed, but I just wanted to break it out on camera, man, and check this stuff out. Like,
you want to just get that the full screen for a bit?
This is nuts. I'm gonna pull it out and then we're gonna full screen it here, and I want to be real careful. It's got bits and pieces, man. And I took a peek, honestly, man. I took a peek in it and I was like, oh, I gotta open this on live, man. But yeah, bro. Check it out. Oh man, this has got to be stuff that he's made, dude.
Yeah, Turkish Murphy is saying that stuff's not printed, brother.
No, man, this is made, bro.
Yeah,
looks like that badass Checkpoint Alpha he put together.
Holy smokes, man! I think this is the stuff I've been seeing on Facebook, man.
Yeah,
Bro,
he
doesn't
made
that look
that
like
one
the
going around
checkpoint outfit?
Facebook.
That's what I was saying. I was like, oh man.
It's badass.
Hang on.
What's that feel like it's made of?
Man, it's definitely ABS, man. It's some kind of ABS. Let us know, Turk, man. Holy crap.
That is sweet.
Bro, look at the detail on it. It's trimmed out. Ready to go. Ready to be any color you wanted it to, man.
Turk. That's incredible, man.
He's got a little spotlight. Hey, Turk, I'm going to throw a light in there, dude. He's got a ladder.
You do that.
Yeah, that's nice.
Bro, look at this perfect ladder, man. He's even got, he's got that angle on the treads right and everything. It's tight, man. It's nice.
That's sweet.
My comment up. All right, how do you make it big? You just click on the picture, yeah? On the little face thing?
Yeah, it should be in your sub menu there. If you click on one of them, it'll say give entire screen or.
We're going to figure it out tonight, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, it's a bunch of them little pictographs. It's slightly better than the vamp instructions. Slightly. I still don't know how to use that stuff. There you go.
So that's how many inches high is that standing right now? Because we're looking down at it.
Dude. Hang on.
Shit looks like it's about as big as a Smurf. Aren't they 3 apples high?
Oh, it's 112, baby.
That's
there it
awesome.
goes. It happened, man. Yeah. Now I just realized my screen just went big. Has your screen been big for a while or what?
Yeah,
a few seconds.
So that's the delay that I got. Damn.
Well, either way, we can still see it. So, like I said, 3 apples high. You got the ladder. How many sections is it?
10 inches, man.
Holy crap!
10 inches to the top, man. Look,
that's nice.
Look at this. Hang on, wait. This is the best damn part.
Oh,
yeah.
No one's getting
crosshair sights.
Some mini guns on there. I'm gonna be playing with this tonight, man. It's gonna be painted something crazy. I don't know. It's gonna be Cobra, man. Okay, hang on. I want to get to a couple. He's got a couple more things right here. We'll just show. Look at this. Computer. Dude.
Yeah.
Nice computers, man.
Yeah, you can pick that like sonar screen, eh? You could just paint a little green line with the blips and everything on there.
Oh, you could do anything. Yeah, man, this is such a good base. You could get printout if you wanted, and whatever, man. Add some buttons to it. You could put some lighting in there and just drill some holes, and it would backlight it. Oh man, you could do so much stuff because he's got it all these options. See. You can backlight it.
Yeah. It's like modular, man. It looks cool.
Bro, this is so man. It screams like going into a mind bender laboratory or something like that. Just screams it. You know?
Yeah.
Put some
how tall is that?
Files. Man, it's hang on, let me get my ruler. We can put Big Boa. Big Boa is really tall.
Is he?
Yeah,
it's like right at waist height. You know where you'd want it. Put a Boa's tall as shit, man.
Grab a. Do you have a Valkyrie? If you got a Valkyrie, I'd like to see that comparison.
I don't, man. I only got big dudes right here. Some blood. There's blood. But yeah. Awesome,
You got
man.
me holding
And
a good gun too.
even if, yeah, right.
I
So
love
even
that
if,
Magnum.
even if you needed it to come up, you know, a little bit, you could put it on a base post or whatever. And then there's another one that is taller. This one, man, check it out.
Oh, nice.
Bro, Turk, man, thank you so much,
good.
bro. These are amazing. Yeah,
Wow.
truly amazing.
Yeah, these are pro, man.
I cannot wait to incorporate these into a dial.
Yeah. Cobra checkpoint.
Right.
Got the little pipes coming off of it for the electrical conduit and everything.
I know, right? He went, man, bro, major detail. I'm highly impressed. I've been wanting to do something like that, but I haven't grasped it yet. Obviously, no, you know, I haven't showed anything. What's up, Lawrence? Hang on, guys. Let me get you back on there. Got the screen's all messed up.
I kind of like that.
Thank you, Turk, man. It's amazing.
Yeah, your conversation about being taller, eh, Punk? Yeah, getting a little sick of that topic lately, man. The last couple of lives has just been give it to them. Holy.
All right. now my screen looks right. All right, guys. Sweet.
Now it looks like that's different for us.
Grumpy bear.
Yeah,
Gotta have the grumpy bear.
Him and Vizzini are my mascots.
Man, I just want to work on these now.
So, Aaron, I know
Yeah.
you wanted to talk about the new line, but before we did, I was thinking, I think you had some thoughts on something else that was announced at the same, well, not WorldCon, WonderCon.
Yes.
Did you have some thoughts on those?
Yeah, that's what we're I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and add this slideshow up.
Sweet.
Yeah, let's go ahead and let's go one by one and kind of talk about what Emily was talking about on the thing there. It was called PowerCon or WonderCon. That's what it was.
Yeah.
There's so many cons. I hear about a new con every week, man. So, and
I'm telling you, man, there's like every prefix you could think of, just con at the end of it.
I grew up in Kingston, Ontario. It's a big prison town. We had different kind of cons everywhere, man. When they got out, we had like 3 penitentiaries there.
I hope they weren't everywhere. I hope they were all in one place.
No, man, 3 different pens. Everybody get day passes.
See,
Nice.
we try to keep the cons locked up around here, like all locked up.
County government hires them here.
Oh man. So yeah. You guys got anything showing on your screen yet?
Yeah.
Man,
yeah, we're seeing it.
my computer's slow. I'm sorry. So we're looking at the triple retro little pack we're getting there, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's your guys' favorite one out of that?
Beachhead.
Beachhead?
Yeah.
How about you, Crow?
I gotta agree with Down South. It's gotta be Beachhead. I was joking the other day. I've been saying it, man. This was whoever's doing the face sculpts for Hasbro took the month off, so everything's got a mask this way. Beachhead's the best.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I don't I've got such mixed feelings on retro, and this is something again I'm going to talk about on mine, so I'm not going to expound a lot. But that eel and that snow serpent, man, it's just I don't know, it's just rebuying the same thing that they should have released the first time. So at least Beachhead looks different.
Exactly, and it was kind of a letdown for me, man. I mean, you know why? Because I mean, I do like that blue. That blue's fine. On the snow serpent, man. But bro, I mean, you know, it was a very, very, you know, missed opportunity, you know, to throw these nice ass snowshoes. And don't tell me it's too hard to make. That's probably easier to make than the snowshoes that they got.
Well, I know they'll fit on them a hell of a lot better,
bro. And I mean, as far as like appealing to the eye, you know, I mean, man, God, it's such a missed opportunity, man. In my opinion,
they are. I mean, I don't live in a climate where there's a lot of snow. Crow, maybe you can weigh in, or Punk or somebody in Jay, where you guys get snow. Do they still use snowshoes like that?
Absolutely, man. We snowshoe train every year.
But like that, like the tennis racket style.
So we have those in our system, but we phased them out a couple of years ago for more what you see with like Snow Job and the Snow Serpent, the more over the market ones. But the thing you don't know about those tennis racket ones is that frame, that stretched metal looking frame that it's got. It's like, yeah, you have the wood ones, but the ones that are made of the metal that the Army uses, that's actually magnesium, and you can flint that into a fire to help fire starter.
Nice.
Oh wow, yeah, that's interesting.
And knowing is half the battle.
Yeah, right. Crow started a freaking fire out of whatever, man. I believe it.
Well, I was wondering because those, I mean, you know, that design, the tennis racket ones, you know, that we got that figure in 85. So I didn't know if that was an old ancient style of snowshoe that had been phased out or if that was still a thing. Because like I said, the only snowshoes around here are nailed to the wall in a Cracker Barrel.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're pretty far north sometimes up here, and we do a lot of operations in the Arctic, the territories, and things like that for training. So, yeah, I mean, everybody got them.
So, if you've ever hunted in the snow, and you know, obviously crows train in the snow and stuff, it's almost vital at times because your amount of movement that you're gonna get as you're trying to tread through waist high snow is going to not only wear you out, but oh my God, it just people don't realize how important a snowshoe can be in crossing a certain ravine or anything, man. Almost crucial.
So billions of considerations like that. But speaking of tactics and sneaky and shit like that, just really quick, I wouldn't be me if I wasn't going to say something about this wave here. And these two guys that we're looking at, right? And it's no coincidence that these are the ones that were really hard to get on the pegs, right? And it's just strange how that demand resulted in retro. But if you were a conspiracy kind of guy and wanting to generate a buzz, wouldn't you make something hard on a peg? If you knew you were going to rebrand it later and sell it again in droves, wouldn't you want to make that desire and that market for it?
Right.
You would think.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah. And Punk, I understand what you're saying with the you know, the resale, and you know, they already had the snowshoe or whatever, but I mean, I wouldn't see a difference in having two because there's actually a lot of Arctic characters that we haven't gotten, especially on the G.I. Joe side and stuff that could have been incorporated with that same snowshoe painted differently, maybe to look like it was handmade, you know, like brownish looking or whatnot. You could have done different color schemes on them, but
I'm gonna call it now. Whenever they finally announce the Snowcat with Frostbite, somewhere along with that, we're gonna get V2 Tundra Stalker.
Yeah,
right.
That's one nice. Like a big plug to Loki Wartooth. That's actually one of the things he's sending me is the kit for that. But and I'll have an abundance of snowshoes. But I do get the point I think Punk is partially making there. And it's just like, you know, like picture it on your shelf. Yeah, you've got some winter troops. Okay, a couple of them might be wearing their snowshoes on your shelf. But after that, what storytelling goes on? If they're not patrolling in snowshoes, and that's not often, what are they doing with them? They're set off to the side somewhere, right? So how many of them do you actually?
Yeah.
That's a good point. And yeah, like Punk said, what else are they going to use it for? So, you know, I don't like they're making that many. They would have to make every snow guy going forward come with them, which probably wouldn't be a bad thing.
Frostbite. Yeah, I mean, there's a few out there.
And the way Hasbro prioritizes their kit for these guys and what they're going to throw the most amount of effort into is just odd sometimes. You know, like we'll have really bad weapons, but we'll have amazing chocolate bars. Like where they prioritize that effort is strange sometimes.
That chocolate bar, man. I wish they put as much effort into the fudgy bar and Big Boa. I wish they put that much effort into everything. There would be no complaints with this line at all.
Yeah.
And another thing that I think people were complaining about with the retro was the actual, was it the spear gun? They were complaining about the eel.
Well, what, it being floppy or just that he didn't come with another weapon besides a knife?
There's that. Even torpedo.
Those were the two big things with his loadout was he come with the spear gun that, you know, and nothing else to shoot. At least the torpedo, at least they could at least give him the same SMG, got the same everything else.
Yeah. You know, it speaks to the eel never actually being a shore invading trooper. He's more like an underwater saboteur and doesn't hit the surface because he can't defend himself. Right?
Yeah.
Like
he just got to be scary, like swim towards you. The knife.
Punch his air takes and watch him go home.
Yeah. This is the vintage spear gun I had. I don't know if I have no clue if that's the actual one that came with it.
I don't think so.
Can I show off this weird beachhead that somebody sent me?
Right, yeah, Shane. If Shane says if people can print the original spear gun, why can't Hasbro? Yeah, I mean, why would they not mold that gun? We got,
right?
Torpedo, action diver.
I don't know.
I think now that Action Diver and Action Soldier, whatever, 60th anniversary with all their modular vests and their big kit loadouts are there, I think the standard changed. Like we have to expect a new standard, don't we?
Well, maybe with deluxe figures. I don't think we'll get that with regular $25 figures.
But look what
they got to be built better.
Like Quick Kick to me doesn't seem like a $25 figure when you start doing the piece count and everything. It seems somewhere in between it all.
I can see that. Yeah, I mean it's but we did get an extra head that's almost entirely identical and 2 extra sets of hands with him too.
And
the fudgy bar, that fudgy bar is worth at least $10.
I'm gonna tell you that fudgy bar is worth its weight in gold. I love little parts like that.
And it looks so good, you know. Like they make all the guns just ragged ass black floppy plastic, but they'll make that and put a bunch of different, you know, it actually looks like tinfoil folded back.
Well, as much as I love Beachhead, the new loadout is what I'm excited about.
Yes. The new loadout is going to be way better-ish.
Like better.
Shane asked if the Ferret was going to be 65 or 75. We don't know yet. It better be 55.
Wouldn't that be great?
It should cost more than the bubble.
Yeah. I was on Hasbro the other day, and what I saw, I thought I swear I thought I saw $74.99, but I actually took a picture of it. So give me a sec. Because I won't show the picture on here.
We'll see it.
Yeah, it ain't gone up yet. It doesn't go up until Thursday. That's the thing. They always keep the price under wraps when they leak or reveal this stuff.
Oh, pardon me. It wasn't that I saw. It was the MMS, pardon me, that I was looking at. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Tex Missile 75.
75. So I mean, it wouldn't be. Yeah, it should be right at 55. Don't you guys think?
I do. I think that's exactly where it needs to be. I think if it's much higher than that, I mean, everybody's still going to buy it, but I think people are going to question it and start wondering, like, why is this? You know, like they're starting to kind of squeeze us a little bit.
Well, they got to be careful, right? So, what was the price of the Ram in the U.S.? I know what it was in Canada. What'd you guys pay for it? Normal retail?
45, wasn't it?
45. Yeah, I think it was
45.99.
40 or 45.
44.99 at Target.
Yeah, I would roughly be, I'd be saying 50 to 55 US then for this, but this thing has the exact same effing issue as I had with the Ram. And that's because they were showing pictures of it the other day. Was it, I can't remember which stream I saw it. I want to say it was Punk, but I don't think it was. Maybe it was. They, that cannon dismounts and can be used like a machine gun.
Oh, I seen that. Yes.
Yeah.
Good point, Carl. I wanted to bring that up.
Yeah, it's a great thing. Like, we love that. We love that play function, right? Where is the ammo? That's the same issue I had with the Ram.
They're lasers.
Is that what it is? Okay, that's
No.
like, but that to me, that barrel didn't look like a laser barrel all these years. It looked like a big honking cannon.
Yeah, it looks like a 30 millimeters.
Yeah,
right. Well, I know on some art, I got it covered up. Maybe the Terradrome. There's some art for the Ferret that shows one of those as a flamethrower, one of the side ones.
Oh man, that would be wicked.
Oh, the burn ward at Cobra would be amazing.
Yes.
Well, evidently they care about safety, and they must have a pretty good medical plan for the guys they pick up off the battlefield.
Right. Do they have a flame throwing guy in Cobra? Now that I'm even thinking about it.
Heat Viper.
A Heat Viper.
And the Bat and Torch.
The Bat, right?
Yeah.
And
Heat Viper with this giant dildo cannon.
I'm like, I know they do somewhere.
Yeah, it's funny. The guys, the good guys have more flamethrower soldiers than the bad guy, and it's a Geneva Convention banned weapon, but the good guys have more flamethrowers.
It can be used, just not against people. Like, if you just scream brush fire, I gotta do some clearance, and it just, they're in there, and then you're still doing your job. Just don't declare contact with the enemy. That's all.
I saw
normally some beam that you have to light on fire, and then the beam burns instantly, and then it falls down on somebody.
I don't know.
Yeah, or stack of crates, a big stack of crates.
Yeah,
that the flame is like napalm when it comes out.
Yeah,
I'm
gonna have so much fun with blowtorch.
I don't.
It's right after the part where they rip off their mask and, it was me the whole time, the freaking Baroness.
I don't get flame troops because I'm not like Aaron. I don't do a lot of lighting very well. So it's, if you have the flame effects on there, you kind of want to have some lighting to back it up. And I'm like, I can't do that.
It's so easy, Crow. It is easy.
You'll teach me.
Absolutely. I can give you a crash course when you come, and it'll only take 20 minutes, and you'd be like, man, this is easy.
There we go. Sorry, I got to reset my whole shelf now. I lost one of Kick's swords somehow. The cat knocked it over, and one of Kick's swords went flying somewhere. So it's an excuse.
Yeah, they come out easy. Those things come out of his backpack real easy. I lost one for a minute too. I was trying to pull his hand off, swap hands, and hit the backpack. And I looked down, and there was only one sword. It's like, I have hardwood floors. This room's only so big. Where could it be? It was like 10 minutes. I looked for it.
Oh, I figured it'll turn up when it turns up. But yeah, I'm on unfinished cement. What is this we're looking at? I know what it is, but I mean, where did this image come from?
Man, what is that guy? We're gonna
roll roadies.
I ain't gonna lie, he was supposed to be later on in the thing, so we might go back to some Ferret pictures here in a minute. He was supposed to be later down on the line, but yeah.
Oh,
damn it, Missy.
Damn it, Missy. I knew she was gonna mess up something.
That's my fault. The whole thing.
I was supposed to click buy it, but every time I click it, it takes 5 minutes to show up on my screen.
Well, all I'm gonna say about that, because I'm going to talk about it tomorrow, is I like that render. If they ever made a character of this, which we're getting now, I hope it looks somewhat like that. And the dude that made this is the dude that every time they do a name reveal, he makes these and puts them out, and everybody thinks they're real. I saw a post on a different, not any of the Joe posts, is a different collector group that somebody posted that, and they were like, they showed this off at WonderCon this weekend. It's like, no, they didn't. They revealed the name, and then somebody made this. So every time they do a name reveal, this guy does this with all of them. I've seen it all over the groups forever.
Wow.
And they look great. Like, I'm not knocking what he does. They look great, but I don't know if he like leaks them out like on purpose so people will say this is it, or not. But he does it for all of them, but they do look great.
Because we've seen this character before in the Facebook groups. You know, they've made great versions of this.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool customs out there of it, but none of them look as good as that render.
Yeah. No, I was gonna do a video about the Cobra Law because it's inevitable, and I know a lot of us are really pitted against it. But this is your introduction to just how inevitable it's going to be, right? So, but I'm excited about the fact that nothing is off the table. Clearly.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go into my ideas on that, but yeah, it's a segue into things that Hasbro has never done, and I don't know if maybe they think they've opened a Pandora's box, letting Super 7 do some of the stuff they're doing, because they said those O-rings will be characters we've never gotten before in O-ring. So I don't know if maybe they're like, oh shit, maybe we should do some of that stuff too, because people want those characters. Because you're talking cartoon, obviously they could make who knows what from the comic. I mean, there's 100 people they could pull from the comic to do in this. So I just wonder what that means.
So I think this is where, because doing conversions, you get a lot of suggestions from guys, and I know there's a huge demand for people to do guys like Billy Kessler and figures like that, right?
Oh yeah.
Are we going to see?
I want a Billy bad.
Yeah. So maybe that's Super 7's lead in. I don't know.
So for my first question, and especially you, Crow, because you weren't able to latch on to the hiss. Do you think it's fair or right of Hasbro to like launch this excellent, extravagant Cobra Commander when we still haven't got a released helmet version of him like we did with the Mickey Mouse?
Yeah, I think all's fair in a business like this with a critical consumer base like the one they have. I mean, they're pumping out figs. You're not going to like them all. I mean, most of us do, but it's no guarantee. And the prioritization for how these get done, you'll find out probably 3-4 years down the road why this thing was prioritized the way it was. And it's never what you think, right? Like, I think it's fair, but numbering it in a series and making it exclusive to something else is not.
Yeah.
Right. Yep.
I definitely hope Hasbro can squeeze out the helmet version retro, or not. It's not going to be a retro card, probably in the numbered line, but the Cobra Commander that everyone wanted for their collection that wasn't able to get a his tank.
Well, that one, they've got to have that one. That one's got to be done and ready to go. I mean, we'll have it. It still hasn't been officially announced, but everybody knows that it's coming, and we'll have that one. Yeah, we'll have that one long before this one. We'll probably have that one before we even see an official render or anything for this one.
I was thinking they're going to pop it with us maybe this summer. Who knows? Pop it this summer or something, just out of the blue.
They'll probably They'll probably name drop it during Yojo June, I bet.
Right.
In the comments there.
And render.
In the comments there, War Chest Full of Toys had a good comment about the new trend for Cobra Commander should be drawing a bloody smiley face on his mask. It happens in the comics. I won't say why, but I could see a lot of conversion guys you should be seeing some bloody smiley face Cobra Commanders popping up online anytime. And if not,
that would be awesome.
Yeah,
that would be awesome. No doubt. Let me scroll down to these comments. We're gonna go back to the ferret for a second. There was just some really cool pics I wanted to show of it. Man, did they get some awesome pictures of it? Man, the ferret I love because it's just like it's screaming for the paw, the tiger paw to be made. And I mean, I want the tiger paw. We've already dipped in the Tiger Force. We got the bike, whatever. Who knows what's going to come out as far as Tiger Fly or whatever. I think they're going to go deep into it, but definitely sets the stage for the paw. There she is holding the gun.
Yeah.
And we haven't really talked much about the figure, man. I love it when they crack those female figures whenever they can. That was a great time to do it. She looks good on that on the 4-wheeler. I think it pulled together very well. I love the helmet too, man. That's another thing.
Yeah, I've been calling her Motocross Viper.
Yeah, right.
So
I like.
She's
I
got
like
that
that
old
figure.
Stinger look, Stinger driver look.
Yeah, because they're probably going to try to start doing some troop builder stuff in that color. That's kind of what they're leading into. Stinger. I like that figure. I'm a big fan of the Valkyries, and seeing that figure in another color is awesome.
Full Forces announced retro Cobra Commander. Okay. Yeah, I love that new figure for the rider itself. The ferret, I'm gonna hold off on any negative thoughts I had about it because the more recent shots really show more detail than what I was seeing before, just from the Dids renders there. So I would take it into the collection, but again, this is going to be a Hasbro exclusive, right? We're not going to see this on shelves.
No, it's a pulse thing.
Yeah.
There it is. Bobby Wald was talking about some background possibilities in the renders and whatnot, and I think on the box, I'm not sure exactly, but it looked. I mean, man, after Bobby mentioned it, might have looked like a bridge layer in the background. I was like, oh man, and I don't have a good picture of it, but
excuse me.
There's one picture where it's like, what's in the background, man? And it looks like some.
I've got a box that brings it up.
Yeah, get that.
Now you talk about going off the charted, like imagines depth or territory with doing vehicles for classified. Can you imagine if we got the bridge layer with toll booth? I don't know if people would jump for joy and want to go burn down Hasbro.
That's I'm saying. Like, I don't know how well that would play out, considering there's so many others that I want to see that are small, like the devilfish.
Well, that's their thing. They'll give you one thing, but they'll give you one thing, but then they'll give you two other things that like, why the hell did we get that?
I mean, we're screaming for a Skyhawk, at this point too, just let's crank these little things out.
Yeah, they could do that and put that in retail, man. I mean, when we talk about vehicles and stores not wanting to take up the retail space, but like the Skyhawk or a Devilfish, it wouldn't be bigger than the Trouble Bubble in Target.
Exactly. It's
the little ones they could do.
Yeah. I mean, Lego takes up more box work than
We were talking about the Nightlander last night, how Firefly was on the box with that Nightlander back in the day, and that would just be an awesome little big price accessory. It's just a little dingy boat, right? But
I love that thing.
Yeah. So we talk about how there's supposed to be that thing in the background in the photos. If we ever find that, just a reminder. I don't know what was the verdict on the snow job cover and the vehicle in the background there? Did we all just go screaming that there was a new APC coming, or like, we got to be careful, right? Like that to me is a Soviet armored personnel carrier. But for a moment, I was like, are we getting a new snow vehicle, right? The same thing with the photos in the background. Probably it's a new vehicle, but we can get carried away.
Oh yeah, and I mean, of course, they're known for Easter eggs. I mean, we've seen it.
But I think they also really like the smell of a good buzz started over nothing.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah. And that and speculation and FOMO, they're all about it. I mean, all the big companies do it, and I don't know if many of the other toy companies do it as well as Hasbro does it with the speculation and FOMO. I know they all do. And you can't really knock them. I mean, that's their job. Emily's doing a hell of a job with marketing. I mean, but it's frustrating.
Yeah, well, she is doing great. Speaking of that, that brings me up. When did you guys catch when the panel first started talking and I forget the lady's name, but what's the lady? I always want to say Bree, but I'm not sure if that's it. The lady who did the Star Wars panel.
I don't know. I don't know those people.
I forget her name, but that's the lady that's been running the Star Wars stuff or whatever. And man, she had a lot to talk about and a lot to say on that. But you could tell like she was nervous as shit, man. Her voice was cracking and chattering along, and that's hard because like Star Wars has such a hard, it's in a downward motion, so to speak, right now. At least,
I agree with that.
And I forget her name, man. I knew I was going to forget her name. I should have wrote it down. But yeah, I believe that lady was put on. I was going to say
Hasbro's kind of screwed with Star Wars because Disney's holding the reins and driving the buggy off a cliff. So exactly. I'd be nervous too if I was her.
Yeah. And I think she may have been put in a position where she had to do it because maybe someone might have stepped off the panel or something. I don't know. It seemed like she was I may be wrong, but just from how nervous she was. I mean, she was prepped pretty well, but reading from what she had. Something that I noticed.
Yeah, I didn't listen to any of that.
Yeah. I just caught that, and man, it just something that it was a little obvious.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't listen to like any of it. I didn't even listen to the Joe panel. When I saw what the reveals were, I'm like, all right, well, no need to go back and listen to that whole thing now.
Yeah, right.
It's not like it's not like a Pulse, like a fan's stream for Joe, where like if I miss that, I'm going to go back and listen to that. Like I'm not going to do that for a con one.
I wanted to say real quick, Punk says he has a 3D printed Skyhawk, and he says it's as big as the Vamp. Shit, that's big. That's huge.
Yeah, he showed it before. It is pretty big. Yeah.
I was gonna say I'd like to see that, Punk.
Yeah. For sure. That, like you said, those are the vehicles that if they came to us without figures, they'd be at an affordable price points. It'd be just like the 80s where maybe mom couldn't afford to buy you the hovercraft, but she could buy you the Skyhawk, right? Like it's these price margins that are missing out of the Big Joe puzzle that I think I'm waiting for the most. Is like, where else are you going to take your lanes, right?
Exactly. This is another great shot they did on the Ferret where she was jumping over the back end of the four-wheeler there. And
wow,
yeah, like that's a cool pose.
Yeah.
I wonder how long it took to get her balanced.
I don't know. It looks like he has the knee almost rested up on there, doesn't it, on the bar?
Yeah. And, I'm sure he's got the weight split, but I know how long it took me to get quick kick on one foot in the middle of that lazy Susan, so I can't imagine.
I wonder if we're looking at the vehicle on its side and she's actually on her back against the backdrop, like he's shooting the camera down at her. That'd be
and I was thinking that too, Crow. I was like, man, I've done tons of tricks to try to get some figs elevated or whatever from fish wired or whatever, but man, it looked good. I was impressed with it.
Keep that guy, Hasbro, that photographer.
Yeah, is that Shooting the Galaxy that does their stuff? I can't think of who it is. Punk probably knows.
Punk knows all.
Oh yeah, if you know Lawrence, post it up there because I would like to know who does it. They definitely need some credit for sure. Hey, speaking of, I wanted to bring up real quick, guys. I'm gonna pop this up in the middle, but something really quick. This is a guy that we're familiar with. Okay, Shane Brayla.
Oh,
you guys all know Shane, right? He's always in the chat. It's really super cool guy. He started a new channel just today, I believe. Started his new channel. It's called Same Time Toys. Same Time Toys. And he put up his first custom Duke cycle. It's called the Street Hawk, I believe. Let me know if I'm wrong. But you guys might not know this, but Shane is into diorama building and everything. And some of the photos that he sent me, this is why I'm so excited about his channel starting up. Some of the photos he sent me are immaculate, and like he is always like he's in his garage working all the time, man. So I'm really stoked, and I wanted to bring that up because we all know Shane. He's in the chats now, and yeah, Shane.
Just subscribe, Shane.
Go over there and subscribe to Shane. Same Time Toys. All right, he's got his first video up. Definitely going to be part of the community here.
Same Time Toys. Yeah,
I looked it up. It popped right up too. It was one of those names that are just like easy. Good name, bro.
Yeah, I'll find it. I just got to figure.
It popped right up. Yeah.
Good name, man.
But yeah, Shane, if I don't get on there, definitely hit me up with a link there when the next time you're on my page, and I'll definitely be subscribing to you, buddy.
And I'm not gonna, like I said, it's a bike custom. I'm not gonna spoiler it anymore. He's got great work, man. There's another great picture of the Ferret too. Just those tires, man. The fatness of the tires looks great.
And like it got pointed out the other day, now I don't have the vamp to look at, but actually I do have one of my subscribers is going to lend me his vamp so I can do the review. But what was pointed out is these tires actually have directional tread, which will help alleviate some of the issues I hear people have with their vamps.
Real directional tread.
I gotta have my directional tread, man, or else I'm gonna.
Well, I saw somebody else. I don't remember who it was in the chat a few minutes ago. I don't remember who it was. It's been a minute back. Said that they wish that it had more of the original style tires on it than those. And I agree. I like those tires, and maybe having them in person when you see them or they show a close up, maybe they will be more of a, more grip, like for an off-road style tire. But to me, that tire, not that it don't look good, I do like it, but that looks like the trucks down here that I make fun of, that they jack them up and put like 24-inch rims on them and rubber band tires.
Yeah,
that's not why you jack a truck up.
No.
And I was going to say that as beefy as it is, it still has that almost street tire look, because we're used to just hellacious knobs on our four wheelers.
Who was it that made the Quadzilla four-wheeler? Was that Suzuki? That was like the 700cc racing four-wheeler that they made for a while. My buddy had one. That thing would do 75 on blacktop.
Oh wow,
that's what it reminds me of.
Now we had a
Turkish Suzuki.
With the lifted for the sake of lifted trucks, not a scratch on their bed at all.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of pavement princesses here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got them everywhere.
Yeah, I bet you do that close to Atlanta.
every big boss guy that runs construction crews or whatnot. Yeah, he's driving around.
Every contractor.
Yeah. It's beautiful
Yeah.
high heels on a pig.
Doesn't get touched.
Yeah.
Doesn't get loaded
Yep.
up with the first tool.
Never gets a tool put in the bed of it. He just comes to check on the job.
You guys want to see a work truck? We'll go step out in my driveway. I'll show you a work truck with a ladder rack and everything.
Mhm.
Personality.
What's up, Loki Wartooth? Want to say hi, bro?
Right on.
Nice. I love my 50 cal Brownings, but I really wish the Vamp had went with the old style guns, maybe update them just slightly. I just love those old style guns on it. I mean, I know what they're doing. I don't hate it, but those guns are the worst thing about it.
Oh, yeah.
Who's that guy?
That's Samuel L. Jackson, you know?
I got Samuel L. Jackson up there, man. Look at that. Sure is. Damn.
Looks more like Denzel in that render.
It's got a nice little clean white tee under there.
Yeah. You know who I think he looks like? What was the guy that does Saturday Night Live now and does Weekend Update? Michael Che?
Couldn't tell you.
I don't know his name, man. My bad.
But can you believe we had to wait this long in the line to get some goddamn medical support here?
Yeah. The way they're doing everything else. I'm just glad we got him before Lifeline. I know there's a lot of Lifeline fans out there, but Doc is better.
I am glad that we got Doc.
Doc is the OG.
Yeah.
Well, Doc, I just like the way he carried himself, man. You know, he always had that confident, smooth talk,
And he wears asbestos underwear.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah. I'm
Loki Lifeline needs to stop being a pussy. But you notice he still had the green glasses though, so that must be a medic thing.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
But
I am excited for Doc.
That stretcher is going to be kind of cool. I'll say that. From what I had heard, it should be clipping into the bottom of the Dragonfly. Like I'd heard somewhere that it'll clip in, but
they're saying it is onto the hook.
Yeah.
We're gonna find out.
I don't know if Punk's still in the chat. I know he would know for sure. But I heard the same thing that it is going to. Heard the same.
We should. Well, I was gonna say we should have the Dragonfly before Doc, but Doc has already gone up for pre-order, and they're saying July, so that's going to be late May when we actually get those guys, probably. So now we won't have the Dragonfly first, I don't think. I'm calling that too, like I did on the last wave. I'm saying probably the third week of May, somebody's going to start.
Third week of May. Predictions are in, guys.
All right. But yeah, we can watch
maybe the second. But
I think we got.
You're right.
If we're gonna make predictions on the out together, then we got to hold each other accountable. We got to follow.
Oh, I am right now. Third week of May.
Hey, look, I won $8 on that Powerball drawing, so I know what I'm doing.
One was better.
I'm down with it now. I'm setting my calendar to it, man, and I'm going to be what the heck?
That don't mean I'll have them because I'm getting them through Pulse. Everybody else will probably have them first, but
man,
Bangkok will get them in May.
Yeah.
I'm gonna set the dang mailbox on fire, man, with the way they've been doing me with my stuff.
Yeah, it's funny, man. They if they would just spread them out a little more. Back in the day, they released the whole wave. There they are. They're going to be there for the next year. Stock's going to go in. Stock's going to come out. Go hunt the stores down for your figures. But now doing it in these little mini waves of 4 figures, 3 figures. Here's 3 retro figures. Here's a deluxe figure that don't have fuck all to do with the rest of the line. And they just keep hitting you repeatedly for $100, $125, you know, whatever it is, however many of them you order. If you order them all, like if a standard wave drops, you know, a standard 4-figure wave, and one of them is a Cobra Army builder, that's $125 plus tax that I'm spending because I'm getting 2 of the Army builder. So if it's something, you know, a 4-figure wave and a deluxe figure or something, you know, it's easy to rack up $150, $200, and you've still got the rest of the damn year that they're going to keep doing this. They need to spread them out or release them all at once and let everybody hunt them down.
Yeah, and that's you and I are on the same page on that. I've been talking about that a lot on my channel as well. It's for Hasbro to push this wave the way that they did, like week after week, 3 figs, 4 figs. That's how we're getting them here in Ottawa, and they all hit those shelves. I feel like the onus is on for them, or whoever their shipping companies are, to contact these retailers or whoever you're going through. Because I go through GameStop, for example, and tell them, hey, when these pre-orders come in, there's going to be a lot, so that these guys can maybe adjust their policies. I've just, like, some game stores will only hold your stuff for up to 5 days and then it's back on the shelf. And when you're sitting on nearly $350 of figures within 2 weeks, you're asking a lot out of people.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's a entertainment budget that a lot of people don't have unless they're single.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm single and I don't really have it. That's my all of my disposable income. I don't do anything else. It's about to be camping season, but other than that, like, that's my hobby. So that's where it all goes. But they've about dumped the bucket out, man. It's stretched thin, and trying to pick up a few other things here and there with it to kind of fill the gaps of stuff you like. But Hasbro alone has about got me.
Yeah. I don't know, Aaron. I know you and I have talked about our feelings for Hasbro and for Joe and everything like that. But this wave, I just sat back for the first time and I was like, if I don't get every figure from this wave, I'm gonna have to be fine with it. I'll track them down; they'll be there. But I can't. Every time Hasbro does something like this, it's not responsible, for one. But I also feel. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say. I mean, so the wave hit me so hard, and in fact, I think Down South 77 knows this. I had 8 Techno Vipers on order. The wave hit me so hard and all those figures at once that I had to downsize my order, and I only got a couple of them. Just because of that, it hit me so hard financially at one time. I was like, holy smokes! I mean, you know, that's why the big thing, you know, these could have been spread out a little bit better, just for
yeah, and that's the other part of it too. Is I feel like Hasbro keeps saying they want to satisfy these fans, and that they, you know, their gratitude towards us is to produce us good figures, right? But then moves like this make it absolutely clear we're just consumers. That's all we are. And choke point is choke point on the bank accounts. They don't care what your budget is. You said you wanted more figures, so here you go, right? And now it's on us. Like, that's kind of how I feel about it now.
And like Punk says there, that makes me think. I was watching another channel. You guys might have seen him in some of the chats. Is Frostbite's G.I. Joe Repro. He's down in Australia, and I watch a lot of his. I like to watch the replay on his lives, but talking about the different avenues, at least we do have to try and order figures from. All those guys really have is the Australian equivalent of what GameStop is. They've got to try and get everything, the new stuff, they've got to try and get it all through that main store. Yeah. There's not that many importers that are distributors for Hasbro there.
Right. And I don't know if you guys have been like I have lately. When a new wave comes out, I kind of try to predict like what's going to be the hard figure to get, or, you know, stuff like that. I don't know if you guys have already been doing that, you know, with like certain figs. I know there's going to have multiples of that for a while, you know. I kind of watch Hasbro's sold out, you know, features, and Big Boa was sold out. I think he was one of the first ones that was sold out.
Techno Viper was the first.
I was
Techno Viper.
Yeah, I always like army builders. I mean, always your Cobra army builders. That's what I do. The name Joe characters, they'll be back around, but you don't know if one of those Cobra army builders is going to go the ill route or not.
Yeah,
that's what I do.
Because that's what the snow serpent kind of did. We kind of
so that makes us worry. Like, should, you know, do we have to jump on these figures when they come out? Do we have to get these things, or are we going to have to pay double down the road later? You know, that's a stress point for me, you know.
To the point that Punk made there about we don't have to buy them, we choose to. It's absolutely right. We don't have to. And you guys have seen it. Like, there's things I don't jump at. I didn't jump at Big Boa. I didn't pre-order it, you know, things like that. I didn't go for the vamp on time, and I'm not doing HasLabs right now because it's just, you know, not the time. There are the figures that you don't. But when you're running a YouTube show and you're new to the YouTube game, and I can't say I'm that new. I've been at it for as long as you, Aaron, I guess. But
we started at the same time. I think down south started at the same time.
Just right after you did.
We Battlefield bros of us, but the point being is like, we don't have to buy them, but if we watch another guy do the content videos that they do on that figure, I almost feel like I'm missing something on this. Like, I'm missing an opportunity to put a perspective on something, right? And share thoughts on something. And that's not enough to make me go buy it. But it's just one of those things that's like, why do I feel that way? And I think it's just, we're having so much fun on YouTube. I think that perpetuates buying too.
Yes.
And Punk's talked about, you know, a lot of times like his back and forth with like Travis Moody and B with like getting it first. It's always going to be the sooner you get it, the better your video is going to do.
And absolutely.
You know, all of us are doing this for fun, but we all also want to get views and be known a little bit. But I mean, I'll still do a review on a figure that, you know, I don't have yet, but that's another thing about it, is talking about the FOMO and the ordering it and the getting it. If you're going to get it and you want to do it on your channel, you know, the sooner you can get it, the better it's going to do. And
that's absolutely correct. And we've seen this. I've seen this with smaller channels too, like Shark Eyes, for instance. When he got Metalhead, man, his views went through, you know. And you can go down and look.
When he got Wolf Spider, he had Wolf Spider.
You can go down and look through
anybody.
I had it happen. Mutt came to us earlier than pretty much everybody else, and my mutts were out quicker. And that was like, I'm not saying it got epic views, but it was one of my most watched reviews just because of how quick it came out.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, with that being said, with the reviews and everything, of course, I'm not drastically trying to get figures, you know, super fast. I got other things that, you know, I know you too, Crow, you're a customizer. We got other things in the works that we're working on and other things to think about. And then, you know, the reviewers that are reviewing like all those top-notch figures, they also have like Punk has a good following. So he's going to get that instant, you know, there's a lot of people that are notified when Punk does a review. Boom, comes on, feeds it into that. And that also helps get that view count up too. I mean, once you're well known, you know, it can soar up even higher, because if you watch the smaller guys, like when they do get a figure in once in a while, it's not so much on the other reviews, you know what I mean? Like the other reviews won't do so good, and real critical timing.
Yeah. Well, when I do like an unboxing on stuff like the couple Mythic Legions I've bought, things like that, I want to do that unboxing and I want to get that video out, but I mean, it's all stuff that most people have seen, but I want to get just more content out, and maybe there'll be somebody Mythic Legions that finds me and gets into G.I. Joe. Who knows? Probably not.
Exactly.
But just to have content and give somebody something different, because it's not something that I always do. And I know those videos probably won't do as good as my Joe videos, but just kind of get something else out there and some different content to kind of your take and the way you do your videos on everything you do, just doing it on a different figure. So I like doing that stuff, the other things like the Moss Man, I did stuff like that. Why not?
And that's when I was coming to this conclusion, because you guys are a lot like me. You're reviewing figures because you like them. We know the reviews out there, right? We know the top number of reviews have already been put out, but we got to have this figure on. I got to have this on my channel. I know you're the same way down south. I got to have this figure reviewed with my thoughts on it, my setup, my background for my channel. And that's the way you should be. Even though there's reviews made or you're not the first one, man, keep pumping out reviews. It gives you good practice, and people will, I still have reviews that I've done that are in the very beginning that still get views. These people still click on them and view them, and you'll see them. It's not a lot, but
that is a good point. That was one of the newbie things that I've just learned about my channel, is going back and cleaning up my catalog, my titles and things like that. Like that, you can do that and make things more accessible again. Because you're right, like everybody's got a perspective on a toy. No two people are going to see it always exactly the same. Somebody's going to pick up something else. People know that. That's why they want to view.
And you never know. Some people might click on your channel and they'll go to your playlist and see like, holy crap, he's got 80, classified reviews on his playlist, and they'll sit down. I know, because I do it. I go to people's channels. I'll see if they got a playlist made. Boom. That's the first thing I'm going. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
First joke, first toys I want to know about, or that interest me.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. If you go through my catalog, all you're going to see is I've got a lot of friggin' time on my hands.
Well, you're retired, Crow, so you deserve that. You've worked hard all your life in the military. I would love to be retired.
Yeah, I would love.
It's not going to happen for a while.
Yeah.
What else do we got on coming up there? We've had that image up there at HMS. That's the Techno Viper for me. Thank you.
Are you guys getting this? That was my main question. Definitely got that Techno Viper is hot. It is badass looking.
I'm excited for him.
Can I use that as a segue to do something selfish and show my 788 squad now?
Oh yes, put it in. Let's segue it up.
Hang on, I'm gonna put them all up on that stand there really quick. So I'll put the ones you get in the box set, and then I'll put the ads on after that, and then we'll move on. I was gonna make a video for them, and then I ran out of time today. So.
While he's setting them up, I'll say the text missile there. I haven't ordered it. I like it. I just don't know if I need it, but I really want the Techno Viper. And, if I don't order it, I'm going to wind up paying $30 or $40 just for the damn Techno Viper. So I may as well get it.
The aftermarket, I thought the same thing. I bought my clutch on the aftermarket, and I'm like, do I want to do that with the Techno Viper? I might as well just buy the whole box.
Right.
Yeah. It's kind of, that's kind of how I feel about it. I don't necessarily need or want that missile thing. It will look cool beside the hiss, but it's going to take up the entire freaking shelf. Just the missile and the hiss. It might hang off the shelf, my shelf anyway.
Well, you don't have a wife, right? But me and Aaron, I could put mine on my wife's nightstand and just wait and see if it's liked or not. That's all. 9-inch missiles.
Hell yeah. My Night Raven is sitting on my wife's nightstand.
There you go.
Yeah, I guess you could find a different use for it. Have to wash it.
Yeah, after that, I'm only buying one, and then I'm selling it really cheap.
Slightly used.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, let me see what we got on here. Oh, you guys want to go ahead and drop the name? We made it. We came up with a name for the trio.
Yes, finally. I know everybody's been on the edge of their seat and probably forgotten all about it until just now.
We are the Backyard Battlefield, baby. Backyard Battlefield. And
Yeah.
if you guys see the Backyard Battlefield in the title, you know that the three of us are going to be on there raising some hell.
That's going to be fun.
Yes.
We've been thinking about a lot of different things. I think each of us individually about what we could do with that. And I know we'll talk offline about it.
Jay Astro.
Hang on, my comments are slow. I haven't seen it.
That's why it took so long to come up with the name. We were trying to avoid acronyms and aspersions.
We have about 50 names picked out, man.
We've been for a week. We've been sending each other names and been like, yeah, let's keep looking, man. That's good. Let's see what else we can go.
We tried Punk Rockers Articulated 3000. Didn't work.
Yeah.
Joe when Bro Lords. I should put 3,000 on the end of it. I was like, oh man.
Just borrow some subscribers for a little while.
Oh man.
Lords of the Warriors of the Joe realm.
Yeah. I was when you guys were talking about lords and stuff, man, I was like contemplating that. Or Crow said just the gentleman's group or something. I was like,
yeah.
Sounds like
I said every time I say it, I'm gonna say gentleman's club. So
yeah, gentleman's club.
We have to wear like spa gear, like we're all just lubed up with towels on and hosting.
I got a bathroom.
I'll be in the sauna.
That's it. I guess I could.
We're doing a sauna stream next week.
That's for members.
War chest, the Joe down, ho down. That's pretty good.
Oh man, yeah. Actually, I had a lot of fun. And by the way, there's 39 people in the chat, man. I don't know where all these new followers came. Nice. Give a like if you're watching, and definitely look out for more Backyard Battlefield action.
Who's getting this? Raise your hand.
Man, bro, I have one. I was able to lock down one.
One,
and it wasn't. I want to tell a story. It was in a frantic freaking hurry, like to get my card punched in and all kinds of crap. It wouldn't go through. I was like, "What the heck?" And I ordered 2 or 3 of them in the process, but I locked down one.
I don't know why they went so fast. All I can think of is Roadblocks Browning. That's the only reason I can think of they went so fast. I've not ordered it. I didn't even try.
That's the same Browning you're getting in the 60th anniversary Soldier, though, is it not?
I hope it's a little less flimsy. It should be the same one. Yeah. Boy, I was disappointed with that, but yeah, it should be the same gun. I just hope they inject some more hardener into the mold when they do it.
Yes. Yeah.
If it is though, it cements. If it is, like if people get it, if I don't pre-order it and people get it and they say that it is like, and it's kind of flimsy and whatever, like I'll probably just try and get Roadblock loose because I do want the Roadblock. I don't need that tripwire, even though I do like the Tiger Force or MacLeod. I'm disappointed that they did not put a little tiger harness on Apsara. The little rat, that was a missed opportunity. So I don't know if I'm going to order it or not.
I don't know. I'm in a conundrum now because I was just getting ready, like after this wave is done, to pull the trigger and order my tripwire. But I know that this Tiger Force tripwire and roadblock are coming as well. So, yeah, it's just I still want it, but I getting multiples of it and securing it. Yeah, I mean, I can understand how you ran into a roadblock because they made it clear even on the release that this was going to be a limited quantity.
Okay, so they did say that, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, how about that?
I didn't know what limited meant to them. You know, like who knows what it means to them these days? You know, the eel was a limited quantity. We didn't know.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I do really like the roadblock. I didn't have Tiger Force roadblock. I didn't have any Tiger Force figures when I was a kid, and roadblock is my favorite Joe, narrowly beating out Mutt and Junkyard. But so yeah, I'm one of those guys that is kind of like Cobra Commander. Give me all the Cobra Commanders. Give me all the roadblocks. I just don't want to have to buy a spruced up tripwire that I don't need to get him, and that's why they did this.
Well,
yeah.
I think I know what annoys me about this set, and I mean I get it. Like the 2-pack set, the Tiger Force, yeah, I get it. We'll get that for Night Force. We'll get that for other sub teams. But how many roadblocks is this now? Is this 4 or 5?
4.
Okay, where's this cousin heavy duty? Why can't we get him? Why does it all?
We don't need him. Because we don't need him, and because he's a poor man's roadblock. Just keep making roadblocks.
The point stands, though. It's like, come on, guys. It's like you have so many different characters to explore. You've done 3, 4, 5 repaints on some of these. It doesn't ruin the figure for me, but I'm just like, again, what's going on with this prioritization here?
Yeah. Now for me, Tiger Force roadblock was a big thing because it was a character that I had the V2 when the vintage line was out, but it was a character that I wasn't able to obtain the original. So when he came out, of course you guys know, you've heard me talk about Tiger Force before, it really completed a missing element. And I kind of felt, he came with the Tiger Force roadblock came with that bright yellow tiger stripe helmet, which was godly looking. But I hate to say, I kind of fell in love with that though, man. And that bright yellow helmet.
Yeah.
To this day, he sits close to my bed on my shelf because he is a man. There's just something about him, man. I don't know what it is for me, but I guess that feeling of finally having that roadblock with the tank top.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're attached to that one, and you want this one. I kind of like because it looks like it's a different, like yellow to me. Looks like it's a brighter yellow, and they look more like the yellows on Python Patrol. They're more appealing to me than the rest of the Tiger Force stuff because I don't give a rat's ass about Tiger Force personally. I tell you what I would like to see is I'd like when they get around to doing these repaints and reissues and reuse, if the line goes long enough, because we'll have to have all these characters first, presumably, I would love to see them do a box set, and it wouldn't be cheap, of the Brazil special missions team and give us Claymore. Those colors, I don't care how tacky they are, do them. That's something you could bring into a direct translation because not many people had that. My cousin and
I think everybody would eat that up because anytime I see a Brazil vintage figure or it's either got a freaking heavy price on it or someone snatching it up right then and there. I mean, it's
there's a shop, like the only toy shop near me that I would go to, and I don't really love it because they move locations. They've got a Claymore. They've got a loose complete Claymore for $100. That's a pretty good deal for loose complete Claymore. I've seen his helmet go for $60.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. I think that would be Grand Slam.
That silver and blue wetsuit.
I think Leatherneck was in that.
Yeah. Dial
That's another.
tone.
Aren't we getting Leatherneck too, and nobody talks about him anymore?
I know.
We're
I
getting
haven't
him
heard
now.
much.
Everybody can quit going, God, why ain't they made Leatherneck? They gave us a more authentic gung ho. Why can't we get Leatherneck? He's a Marine too. Well, now they announced it, and everybody's like, all right, he's coming. Wait on the reveal.
And I mean, another character that I'm super dying for, man, is freaking Wetsuit, bro. Wetsuit, man. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's get the devilfish, man. Come on.
Yeah.
So that was one thing they talked about, how the focus seems to always be on the infantry and the army aspect. But when it comes to the toys, they're not going to focus on the air vehicles. But does that mean they will focus on the land vehicles as more? Like, there was some mixed messages back a few months ago about where the Navy and the Air Force fall in with the JOLO on priorities as well. But yeah, Wetsuit. There was even a dive version of V2 Shipwreck, which would be wicked too. Right?
Yeah, that was a good figure. Battle Core.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I never had him, but I mean, it's a good figure.
Mm-hmm.
And that's an interesting point you brought up, Crow, about the vehicles and systems and whatnot. And, you know, we got the Rams and then, you know, Trouble Bubbles. So that's air support. And then, you know, we got the Hiss, you know, we're back on the land. And you know, so we got the Dragonfly coming now. We're back up in the air, you know, and I'm ready to be in some water, man.
Yeah,
I think not that they're not gonna do water. That they will. I mean, they've given us 3 divers already.
Right.
I think the focus will be more on ground stuff. Not that I mean, we're getting the Dragonfly. They're going to have to give us something air for Cobra at some point aside from the bubble. But they're aiming this line at us, and we're not going to be theoretically running around with a Sky Striker running around the yard going, hey, making battle noises because we're going to break a hip.
And that's
so we're going to be on the ground. We're going to be on our table. We're going to go out in the yard and get down on our knees and move them around. They're just there's more of them. There's more of a range for them to do those vehicles, especially being aimed at older collectors.
So, and War Chest Full of Toys brought up sorry, Crow, I don't mean to cut you off. War Chest Full of Toys brought up a good point. To be honest, I hope we see a shark in Deep 6 in and out of suit. That would be awesome. And a shark is a happy medium because it can go water, sky, you know.
What if they did Deep 6 like the original Deep 6, but they did his dive suit like the old Snake armor?
So if they do Deep 6,
snap it on him,
that dive suit like what they did with Tripwire, and they make it compartmental large, but you can slip it on and off, I could see that working too. But that point that Woody made and what you just said, Aaron, about that, you know, it is a good water vehicle. Anything that can transition from the other element onto the land and sit on a shelf and be a centerpiece of a diorama or a collection, like a shoreline shark or a devilfish or the Nightlander sitting on a beach or a helicopter landed on the ground. Those are things that if I'm working at Hasbro, those are the designs I'm looking at because it's got shelf workability. But if it's like a Sky Striker or a HasLab Rattler, then I got to think about, okay, well, what are support crews doing with that aircraft? How much display potential and storytelling is there when you need a runway and all this distance and space for that model, right? So, long-winded way of saying the shark is ideal, absolutely ideal.
Yeah.
There's like the boats, little boats.
You won't need a runway for the Rattler.
No, you're gonna suppose you won't. No, it's true.
That's right.
and Hasbro knows this, man.
The whale fits right in there with these that we're talking to. It's land and sea and you know.
I could see
another great combo vehicle.
Yeah. The Fang.
The whale was.
We're all going. Yeah, I want the Fang right now.
Yeah.
We need a Fang, Crow.
Yeah. Yeah, we all
that's like one of my only surviving vehicle pieces from the 3 3/4 is I've got the fuselage from the Fang. It's just the fuselage with the gun on it, and that's it. No blades, no rudders, no nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got that red part you talking about? Is it
What on the Fang?
Yeah.
I've got the ball gun on the front of it.
Oh,
Just a
okay.
little tank on the ball. Yeah, that's it. It's just a fuselage with the seat and the gun. That's it.
Oh, I've got some. I got all kinds of vintage parts everywhere. I'm sure we could put that sucker together if you wanted
I got a
to.
rattler. I know Punk's got a rattler. I got a rattler.
I don't resurrect
I'm always looking for
resurrect my stuff.
I think my rattler is different than the one you gave Punk, though. I had to look this up, but apparently that's what it is. It's the rattler. Joe went nuts.
That's the Stinger, Crow.
Oh, I know, but it's the '96 variant. I guess they switched it over.
Oh,
yeah. They didn't have the trademark. They lost the trademark to Stinger.
Oh, okay.
But they still had Rattler, so they called it that. And if you look at a lot of the groups, like the one you're in, Aaron Finest, a lot of those will have a vehicle that they'll come and display that they call the Rattler. There's the group that's around here, and I don't know if it's Finest or not.
Has the rockets on the back?
Yeah, it's like
I've seen
it's like a Geo Tracker, or it's a Wrangler or something.
It's blue, isn't it?
Yeah, it's blue.
Yeah,
it's like Cobra blue.
Yeah, we had it behind us in the parade.
Yeah, I got pictures of it. It was at the Nashville Con last year. They were there.
Oh, okay.
And they had it up there.
Yeah. What's up now, Top Goon? What's up, bro? Good to see you up in here, man.
So JLS Comics, I was watching him the other day. That's why I grabbed this. I was talking about Punk's Rattler, my Rattler, because JLS Comics, again, still going down that rabbit hole. But he did one on Viper, and that's where I found out Viper was originally the driver for this. So you talk about not jumping at every fig. I'm finally now just wanting to get a Python Patrol Viper. Like, it's been out for a while, right?
Yeah, I like that figure. I was surprised with that figure. A lot of people didn't like her, but I really liked her. And there are a lot of people that were kind of pissed that when they made her into a ninja and into Python Patrol instead of giving us that version that came with that Rattler Stinger. But I mean, I didn't care. I mean, I didn't have that one. I knew there was a figure named Viper somewhere, but Viper somewhere, but I like that figure. And Crow, if you want to grab that figure, get a hold of that figure. I mean, she's still at Target. She's probably on sale at Target everywhere now.
Yeah, I can get
she's in there, man. She's in there. I love Python Patrol. I just like the way it looks.
Me too. It's garish.
Yeah. I like that mesh pattern.
Especially
on the Conquest.
Sorry, but I see, like, I love the black one, the black Officer number 97. That was my favorite of the Python Patrol. But everything else, I think instant golf caddy. Like, you guys are carrying my clothes.
That's one way. Don't forget about the mustard guard there with the mustard guard. That Viper, man.
What about this Dreadnought here, guys?
Hide.
Picking them up.
I tell you, I wasn't going to order him. I said I wasn't going to order him. I order him because Walmart screwed the price up, and if they honor it, I'll have him.
Yeah. How much? What'd you get the price for? I didn't.
Walmart first listed him at $24.97 regular figure price.
Whoa!
And it was that way for about a day, and I saw. Actually, I think it was Baldy Locks maybe that posted that I saw. It was somebody that posted it, and I saw it, and they're like, or maybe it was Jeremy. It might have been Jeremy Kimberlin that posted it in the classified community group. Because I think it was Jeremy, because he said something like, here he is at Walmart for $24.97 if you want to gamble. And I clicked the link and there he was. So I pre-ordered him. I gambled. So we'll see if they honor it. I have a feeling they're not going to honor it. That's the only reason I pre-ordered him.
And Walmart's shady like that, man. I've had that.
Yeah,
happen,
they are.
Man. Yeah, they don't give a
heck,
man.
I did get lucky though with my Range Vipers and my Big Ben. I was one of the ones that did not get canceled.
Yeah.
So I got lucky with them.
That's good. Oh man, I always tried. That's why I stay on Facebook is because you can get that instant, information sometimes. And it's like sometimes I get it quicker on Facebook than people actually talking to me.
The Nog-eyed figure to me, like, I like it, but that price made it really unattractive for what I did like about it. I don't know if I needed that much kit with Nog-eyed. If we could have dialed that down and made it just something easier, because I don't know. I feel like they're kind of running away with how much we like their Dreadnoks.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, I had the original Nog-eyed figure, but I just don't like. I don't like poachers, and I know it's a toy line, and yes, he can be not a poacher in my Joe-verse, and he won't be, but picking him over Monkey Wrench is slap in the face.
Even Road Pig, like
Monkey Wrench.
Yeah, I would have liked to see the Road Pig. I think everyone's waiting for Road Pig, but
not everybody.
No. I don't know. I don't mind a small amount of Dreadnoks, but I don't need to have a Dreadnok army.
I don't need the watered down Dreadnoks that showed up later.
Right. I'm very happy with my core Dreadnok team.
Yes, I don't want the little dude.
That's about it.
Yeah. I don't want the little mouse dude that wears the top hat like Slash and all them fuckers. Heart Wrencher. Yeah, give me Heart Wrencher because she's a chick and she is one of the cooler ones they come up with in later years. And I want Zanya. Yeah. I want a Zanya figure in classified.
Yeah. I think I'm familiar with Road Pig just because it was probably the last Dreadnok that I ever picked up in the store as a kid. And I just, he had the real Mad Max vibe with the block hammer and all that. I was like, oh yeah, he's putting that hammer through something.
Figs is in the chat. What's up, Tony?
Hey, Tony Figs. What's up, buddy?
And Matt Mason or Matthew Matson. There's another one I recognize from Punk's channel.
Yeah, Matthew's been in here.
Does he?
Yeah, Matthew's been here from the beginning.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for hanging with us. And man,
we'll get all. That's it. Like we're gonna get all of the Dreadnoks, even the watered down ones, and that's what I mean. Like just some of them, I have no problem on passing. I really don't. I don't have to get everything, but eventually you'd be surprised at what you go. Now I've changed my mind and I want it, and it's gone.
Yeah, they're good at doing that with this line because I mean, despite our nitpicks, like they're killing it. It is a great line.
Oh yeah,
and it's like what I said about Mindbender. It's what I said about Big Boa and freaking Quick Kick. They can take characters that you don't really like, but you get them for whatever reason, and they're awesome. So that's one of the things. I saw the Dreadnoks. I saw somebody talk about maybe if they did a box set of some of those aftermarket Wish Dreadnoks, like 5 of them or something, do a 5-pack of them. But I that's one I would pass on. And I love the Dreadnoks. They were my favorite subgroup or whatever in G.I. Joe. I don't need all of the later characters. I don't care about Zanzibar. I want the core guys that were in Sunbow and Zanya and Heart Wrencher.
Where I was in Canada growing up, I remember getting my Zartan, the color changer with the chameleon and everything. But as far as a Dreadnok follow-up, I don't think I ever saw anything other than one buzzer. Really, it just wasn't around. We knew about them, but just for some reason, I don't know. Just was never at the right store at the right time to get them. Never saw them.
Yeah. I never got a shipwreck in that same. I never got a shipwreck. I know, Punk, you got freaking 9 of them. This is probably the reason why I didn't get one. But I never.
His dad bought them all.
I never could lock down a shipwreck, and I was so pissed. I would beg my mom. I'm like, Mom, please stop by Punk's house and pick me up a shipwreck. You know, while you're out getting some milk.
While you're telling that, Punk's typing out the whole flag story. Like, you son of a bitch.
I got 2 shipwrecks now, though. It's 2 Vinny ones.
That's definitely one that I have still in my collection. I got most of my original figures, but I was a big shipwreck fan. I liked shipwreck, so I was really happy when I found him. I think I got him at Toys R Us back then. That's where I got most of them.
Shipwreck was great. He thought he was a lady killer, you know. Very confident individual.
Mm-hmm.
Guys,
like a pirate.
I'll be back.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Take a break, man. We'll be back. I'm sorry to keep us going so long. It's just
yeah. When he gets back, I'll probably do the same thing. I think
okay.
I hear Pretzel prancing in there.
We're actually we're gonna wrap it up soon. I didn't realize how late it was. And I know I didn't give anyone a set time, man. I'm so sorry. I was like,
I think everybody that's here is probably used to these going for a while, though.
Right. We normally do about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and just time flies by. It's crazy. There's the Dreadnought, you know, that we've been waiting for. At least I know I have. And I was I was really wanting this guy when I was doing the Zartan dial, and I even reached out to a couple people on how to make a custom or whatever. And I wanted to incorporate him with the final shots, but then I was like, man, I've on most of my shots that I've done, I just stayed to whatever we have at hand, you know, and I just decided to stay true to that. I didn't want to bring a custom figure into it. Yeah. But I was this close. I almost did.
Yeah, I'm Torch, man. I'm pretty excited for Torch. Now, Torch was my least favorite of the original 3 Dreadnoks, but he is still one of the original 3 Dreadnoks, and he's still
rounded
high
out
on the list.
Yeah, he kind of rounded out that Dreadnought balance.
Yeah, Torch was a good one. Pellet smoker. Yeah, are you getting how many Night Creepers are you getting?
No, I just one, man. That's another one. I wanted to talk about the Night Creeper. I think Crow did a custom on the Night Creeper, didn't he? Pretty sure. Punk said, "Dude, I was listening." Punk said, "Dude, I was listening. Left for the gym, did a workout, and now I'm back home." Well, you didn't work out long enough, my friend. I'll tell you that. You got to go way past an hour and a half on a workout. 2 hours minimum. When I go 3 times a week to jiu-jitsu gym, I sweat for 2 hours straight. And I'm not talking about sweating, lifting weights, and taking a break in between. I literally have to fight for my life for 2 hours, or I'm just going to get strangled and tapped and manipulated. It's like you're forced to stay alive when you do jiu-jitsu on the mats. It is crazy. And there is no stop time. That's why your endurance level just goes through the freaking roof. If you're doing 3 days a week, that's good, man. Once you get up to 4,
I mean, that's kind of what it's about, isn't it? You know, like
your endurance.
For if you have to fight for your life. So
oh yeah, and that's what I loved about it. It's a forced workout. It's not voluntary.
All right. Well, now that Crow's back, I will be back in just a couple minutes.
All right, and I'm gonna Crow, we were you did a night creeper, yeah?
No, I didn't do a night creeper.
Okay.
I'm actually really looking forward to seeing this thing now. I
Yeah.
hated the concept of the weapons, but I like the figure. Like
Yeah.
yeah. Did you guys talk about that while I was not doing?
We didn't. I was just mentioning that I thought you did a custom of one, or you had one in the works.
No, I'm thinking about doing one. But yeah, it's just not one of those characters I know a lot about. It's their post my collecting time. You know what I mean? Like, they were what, 89, 90? I'm trying to remember when the Night Creeper came into the line. I'd have to look at it. But
that is a good question. It might be 90. If anyone in the comments knows.
I think girls were letting me touch them around that point, so I probably wasn't.
John Battle, hey, good to see you, buddy.
Want the spirit figures in the new outfit. So we're talking about the Mad Marauders new outfit?
Yes, it definitely has to be talking about the Mad Marauders. What do you think about that spirit, Crow? You seen them?
What all they did was repaint it, right? And throw in a repainted bird.
Yes, I think it has a new bird.
Yeah, I like it. I'm fine with it. I think if you're going to repaint a figure and you pick a figure that really shocked a lot of people with the good face sculpt and all that other stuff going for it, you're running the risk of ruining the impression of the first one, I guess, maybe a little, but I think it's a smart move. Like, it did well once, it'll do well twice. If you're going to repaint something anyways, then you might as well. Spirit looks good. Low light on the other hand.
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah.
Low light. I definitely like the spirit more than the low light.
Yeah. But I think that just makes the writing on the wall that Footloose has to be a name drop some point in this line, like very soon, right? Because you know how they like to dump an infantry guy all over the place, but now you've got a Mad Marauder.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Punk says I don't do that, Jim. He goes way different, and I can get a good workout done in an hour. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, there is no way I can get a good sweat, and I think it's because my labor day is so physically demanding on me within the day that I need that extra oomph, or else I won't drop pounds. I won't get, in shape. My body comes to this level where it's happy. It's happy. And it's like, if I don't overwork myself and step up my game, I'll be stuck at this plateau that I cannot get past. And I broke it so many times. That's how I know. I was like, man, I'm not working out hard enough. I can just tell when I'm not.
Yeah. The gym's one of those things. It's the easiest thing to make a reason to, cut out sometimes. Good on you, Punk, for being as dedicated to it as you seem to be. I was never the weightlifter, but I was a good runner, and I was a long distance hiker and runner throughout pretty much my whole career. I could run all day, but both knees are shot now. Everything's shot. So I definitely would love to get back on a treadmill again. And the fact that Punk other streams and everything like that, that's like you driving in your truck to work, listening to it. That's what I would do on a run. I'd listen to the streams now, right?
Yes, I did a lot of running too, believe it or not. And you know what I switched to, Crow, to make the less impact on my knees? I switched to biking, mountain biking and stuff. Man, it's getting that same motion but with less impact. It's so smooth.
Yep. I'm not against biking. I really am not. It's just more like get all the old man surgeries out of the way, heal up, and then I'll get back at it. But yeah, I said, the idea that guys are out there being active, we talk about being active. I mean, somebody in the audience is probably feeling a little guilty about their low level of activity, just like I was just now.
Yeah,
we all need a kick in
highlight,
the butt
yeah.
sometimes. I get lazy too.
Yeah. Oh, but down south is back, so we're good there. Is it your turn to have to go to the upstairs and check on things?
I don't have an upstairs in my house.
I am upstairs. No, I went to the restroom and got a glass of water, and I thought my dog wanted to go out, but he'd already went and laid back down on the bed by the time I got in there. So
Gain 5 surgeries on your knees, eh? Yeah, brother. I don't have the surgeries going. I've just been told that don't call them knees anymore. That's all.
Yes, that's same here. My knees are destroyed. Oh man. And then
So-
when doing single leg takedowns just makes it even worse.
So, yeah, that Brazilian, like anything close quarters combat, like what you do there. You and I talked a little bit about what you do for that, and I've always laughed. I've had to take the bare minimum of close quarters combat, like a little bit of CQCB before I was leaving the army, and that was after like several shoulder dislocations and everything. But
Yeah.
they made us take one class, and I made the mistake of getting paired off with one of my best friends, Ed, and he's like probably your size. He's like 6'4", 250, 280, somewhere in there. I was a $175 at 5'10". Yeah, I've cracked ribs.
Wait, let me stop you right there at 6'4", 6'4". I am every bit of 5'9".
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
You're
I am a
5'9".
short, stocky dude, and
You
I hope you put me next to Punk, and we'll look like twins.
You know what it was, Aaron? When you go
What?
around Cobra officer, you're holding the phone low, so you look tall, man.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. That helmet has some lift.
Low.
Well, with biker boots on and a helmet, I probably do look a little taller.
Yeah.
Oh.
Uh,
No,
yeah,
I'm just a few inches over Punk. Punk says, "What are knees?" I put up this. This is actually my last picture, but I put it up, man. Of Jinx, man, and I thought that was a great photo right there, where she's just slapping it to Torch there, and man, what do you guys think about Jinx? What's your last? This is the last character thoughts we'll get in here.
Go for it down south.
No, I was waiting on you. This is probably going to be another one of those that my review says it's a figure that I did not want, and I'm glad I got. I have a feeling that's the way it's going to be for this one. I could really take Jinx or leave her. I did order her. She looks good. You know, I think she'll be an interesting figure. I do like that second unmasked head sculpt. Kind of looks a little more like the Joe movie. I'm not super excited for her, but I don't think she looks terrible. She's not Tiger Force Triple R. So I'm kind of looking forward to her just because she's a new Joe and she's a female Joe, and we haven't got the unmasked head. So, you know, she's okay. It's not my favorite, but I'm not big on the ninjas.
Not big on the ninjas. How about you, Crow? How you feeling about this ninja lady joining the ranks with us?
So I was never big on the ninjas, but I've been buying up ninjas so I can paint some ninjas for fun. But
I seen you've been on a ninja click.
yeah, but I'm good. I got
Kick.
I got a couple for Loki because he needed some, and now I'm done. But with Jinx, this is where down south and I differ a bit. I was looking forward to this character. Getting the female ninja on the Joe that is part of the Aragakashi clan, that is Storm Shadow's cousin. That's a character that needed to come, I think. But yeah. I like the changes to the costume. I like that they went sleeveless and decided to show off some good Asian sleeve tattoo body art, and the fact
looks
that
good.
Yes,
is amazing. right? And that pink, what is it, the pink lotus or the pink flowers or whatever?
Yeah, it's Lotus, I believe.
Lotus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that gets understated a lot of the time, like that how much there's body art on our GI Joes. We didn't have that before. This is awesome. I like the dragon that got shrunk down from what I tried to. I thought it was bigger on her before, like the big dragon. Didn't it take up her whole costume, or am I imagining that?
No, I don't.
Question. That is a
I
good
think
question.
there were actually a couple different versions of that where the dragon was bigger and smaller. Somebody in chat will know, I'm sure. The one on mine, it's like
all the way back
smaller
in the room.
Yeah, mine's buried over here where I can't get to her, but because there was a mail away Jinx too, and I think seems like there was one that there was a variation on that on the paint app on it.
Yeah, so the point I'm making about that is like I think it did shrink down. They've done things to that costume, but you know that's still Jinx, and that very much tells you it's Jinx. You don't have to guess up this character. It was a subtle conversion with the costume to make it sleeveless. They've broken it up with a bit more black, and they've given more personality to this character than it ever had.
I agree.
I like it. It was easy to pop out on this, and I don't think they did.
She doesn't look like she's wearing long sleeve pajamas. And I mean, I know it's gi, but it looked awful on the original figure to me. So I like that they did the cartoon, like the kind of sleeveless, and then the wrapped head. I do like that. It's a good looking figure. It's just another one of those that I'm not crazy about the character.
It's funny you mentioned it. I could see her being a scarecrow in a field now that you mentioned that. Like just the way she looks stuffed.
Yeah. Who was it? Hold on, let me go up here.
Something in the chat here. You guys have been great in the chat. I've been trying to throw stuff up.
It was Bobby. Bobby asked when he thought we'd get the rest of the Rawhides, which is basically Law and Order and Big Lob. And I replied, I bet we've got a Big Lob by 2026. We're getting a Big Lob.
I would love it. I would love Big Lob. I would love all those characters because we have Falcon and Tunnel Rat, and of course we all want Jinx. Law and Order. Anybody with a freaking German Shepherds, I want them anyway. So.
Give me a Rottweiler over a German Shepherd any day, but I do want Law and Order.
An MP
Dog's a dog.
German Shepherd that looks like John Cena.
The German Shepherd looks like John Cena, or the MP?
The handler. If you look at that file card, all I can think of is that's fucking John Cena.
I'm gonna have to pull that up now.
Oh God! Well, yeah, we gotta see that Warlock. I wish I could
I've got to look.
I'm gonna call it up now. So,
well, guys, I'm fixing to put a wrap on things. I wanted to real quick before we knock off for the night, and of course, don't forget, guys. Next time you see the three of us, it's going to be labeled the Backyard Battlefield. All right, and that's how you know
he does look like John Cena. By the way, sorry.
Check it out. Sorry. No, you good, man. I wanted to know any crazy predictions of a character that you want to come out.
Oh,
that no one's talked about.
Do you mind if I take this one down south? Because I was going to make a video about it. Now I don't have to. Way shorter. It's not that I wanted to come out, guys, but I think we need to brace for impact on some crazy stunt as far as the figure goes. Globulus is coming.
Oh, for sure.
And that's it.
And he'll be some sort of, he'll have to be a deluxe, but I don't know if he would be an exclusive this year.
Yeah.
But I mean,
he comes with that thing that he sits in, man. That egg.
And that's what I'm getting at.
Like the little pod Grogu floats around.
Everything I've seen of him, we're talking huge. What my crazy thing is I'm thinking we're talking vehicle price.
Possibly. But you know, they've got the Motu characters that they did the snake tail on that were not exorbitantly expensive, but I would definitely see his having to be articulated.
And Serpentor came with the chariot, you know, so it's like
yeah, you got a good point, Crow.
Yep.
Yep. You see them doing the Mindbender Serpentor box with all the cool artwork from the movie on the back of it, with all the Cobra Law and shit. Can you imagine that artwork done in that style? Look great.
Right. Yeah. I know Punk's turning over in his chair right now.
He's probably turned it off by now.
Cobra Law.
Fuck Cobra Law.
We love you, Punk.
I gotta eat a fudgy bar.
Yeah, guys. I'm about to go eat like 10 fudgy bars right now.
What's Aaron's predictor? What's your prediction? What he is?
I had one, but I keep bouncing back and forth, and my prediction is going to be, or something that I definitely want to see is the wetsuit, man. The wetsuit, and I think he's going to come out. Have we seen? That reminds me. Has there been anyone that has talked about the wetsuit coming out?
No.
Has he been named?
We don't even have that in the works, right?
I don't think he's been name dropped yet.
Nothing. We have not. And
I
would like to see that happen like this year.
Well, he'll probably be a wave or two apart from whenever we get Leatherneck. Is my speculation. I think about the time that we get Leatherneck, whenever pre-orders go up for Leatherneck, I think they'll name drop Wetsuit, if not the one right before.
It's a big character for me.
I want to make Aaron feel good about Wetsuit, so I'm just going to remind him of some pretty hard evidence that's in his favor. That 60th anniversary diver has a lot of propulsion gear and a lot of extra kit that would be remolded very quickly, very easily for that. So
I was thinking that.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
man.
that's what I thought. Yeah. Cutter. Shane says Cutter. I'd like to see Cutter, but Cutter's going to be like Copperhead. He ain't going to be right without his vehicle.
Yeah.
And you've got to do V1 Cutter. Wasn't Cutter in Night Force though?
DEF.
I knew he was in another subgroup.
Yeah. With
Kill Hall guy says. I'd take a Sea Slug, Woody. I like the Sea Slug. That was another flying underwater vehicle. That was Cobra's answer to the shark. Where'd Aaron go?
Whoa, what the hell?
He vanished. He vanished.
So he just drops Wetsuit and he doesn't want to hear.
Yeah, he's like, yep, wetsuit, and then he just vanishes the hell with it. So, yeah, Loki, that was my Saw Viper was mine until they name dropped it. I just can't get over the irony that the day the pre-orders for Doc go up, they name drop Saw Viper.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing, Hasbro.
And
so with these, are we doing hey, it's Tony. Oh no, it's Tony saying something. Okay. I'm like, what the hell just happened?
And I'm back.
Tony looks
all right. Yeah.
No, enough to say hey to Guy M. What's up, Guy M? Guy M with the Kill Hall.
Yeah. So are these characters that are, so what you're asking, like he said Globulus, which we're probably gonna get at some point for sure. You said Wetsuit, which is a pretty common, like not outstanding deluxe figure that we're probably going to get. So are you talking like dream stuff we want to see, or just maybe off the wall stuff that you think we're going to see? Because wetsuit's not off the wall, man.
Honestly, I'm not off the. I meant it more towards like what you want to come,
Okay.
or what you're anticipating. My bad.
There's some
But
really good ones.
We can do that on the next show. We're gonna dream up. How about we do that? The three of us will contemplate that, and we'll.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you mine, because mine was Saw Viper, so we're getting him.
Oh,
so
that's a good one.
One that will definitely be coming at some point, that we will most definitely get, and I will tell you how I want to see it. I've typed this out. I've posted it before, so people probably know what I'm going to say. I want Battle Armor Cobra Commander.
Yes.
But I want it to be a deluxe figure. I want a Fred head. I want a Fred 7 head. I want his disguise head with the mustache and the little round sunglasses and the beret. And I want him to come with that damn engine block that he crushed in the issue when they debuted that armor, 48, 58. I want him to come with that engine block that he can hold as a deluxe set. Now, you know, we're going to be getting him at some point, but that's how I would like to see him brought into the line with all of that cool shit, because they're starting to give us some cartoon and some comic type stuff. That's what I would like. You know, we're going to get the figure.
At this point in the Joe line, there's still a ton of figures I think we all want. My mind just constantly shifts to what do I think they're going to try and shock us with or catch us off guard with? And that's where it goes every time now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're going to have to dig pretty deep, because we know we're going to get all of Cobra Law at this point. You know, you're right. They're going to save Globulus for something, you know, but we're getting Nemesis Immortal. We're getting probably the Royal Guard 2-pack. I think that's one that I'm excited for, because I love those guys. Pythona, you know, we're gonna get. Emily's been pushing hard for a Pythona figure, but I'd say out of all of Cobra Law, that's probably the one that even people that don't like Cobra Law wouldn't mind seeing as a Pythona,
because she looks good. She looks good, and we never had it. So
Pythona always looked to me like the way they did the water aliens, the water UTOs or whatever in the Abyss, with that translucent kind of xenomorph looking purplish pattern. That's what I always thought.
Forever.
Yeah, it's a good one, man.
It's one of those things I keep telling myself, because I'm like you. I don't want Cobra Law. I just accept it's coming. But I have to remind myself, back in the day, these were 3 3/4, right? And just like on a comic page, when a comic artist makes a comic book, that's a huge page, and they shrink it down, and you're amazed by the comic and how much detail they clammed into those little cells. That's what 6-inch classified allows us to do. It's all the detail would have included in a 3 1/4 back in the day, but didn't have the ability to. We get to see that now, so it kind of redeems like a little bit of hope that Cobra Law might still impress me.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm hoping for. Like, you know, like I said, with Big Boa and Quick, like they make figures that you don't even really want or care about. Awesome. So I'm excited to do what they're doing, see what they're going to do with Cobra Law. Do I necessarily want them? No, I don't absolutely hate Cobra Law, but I do hate the way that they were brought into the universe. It was my feelings on them. They could have been done differently, where people could have accepted them more, but they completely retconned everything we knew about Cobra. And left us like, you know, what the hell is this? So I'm excited to see what they do with the figures. No, would it have been my choice for something for them to make? No.
Yeah.
And it's funny, right? If you look at Cobra as an army, they're the most ridiculous, swinging at all the fences army you've ever seen. We got fucking ninjas. We got a religion named Cobra Law. What else do they dabble in? Mad Max Australians that'll rob you blind. We got
Drug dealers, eco-terrorists.
Yeah, I mean, like if you've got an army of ninjas on you, that's usually good enough. But Cobra says, no, more.
Well, hey guys, Jay Astro says, okay, it's past my bedtime. Bye, y'all. Bye, Jay Astro. We're actually wrapping up, man. Thank you guys for staying on so long. We're already 2 hours and 20 minutes in. Thank you, Crow. Thank you, Down South 77, 3-star draw. You guys are amazing.
Thanks for having us, man.
Wraith Mace, I'm gonna get caught up on your channel real soon, man.
Yes. Do you guys have any final things? Crow, what are we looking at for your channel, man? What do you got coming up?
Busy weekend, trying to do Saturday morning cartoons. The usual. Just trying to get to that 350 contest and give something away.
Yes, that's coming up, guys. Crow's almost to 350. If you haven't liked or subscribed, now's the time to do it. Let's put them up there and let's get that contest launched into the works.
Get them up.
Night Loki War 2.
Not Loki. And Down South 77, what are you working on? You got anything coming up?
Tomorrow night I'll be doing the live with my cousin Pot Blender. We're calling it, it's going to be the first, probably bi-monthly. We're going to try to do it twice a month episode of what I'm calling Seven's Wild. Obviously, nice. 7. Just kind of, it's going to be general G.I. Joe talk and pretty much centered on Joe stuff. I'm calling this one Classified Conjecture because we're going to kick around some ideas and kind of do what you did tonight, talk about some of the new pre-orders. And we got a couple little segments in store that we're gonna try and pull off for that. And I got a schedule trying to plan it and keep it to a time limit. So I've got stuff that might have to get eliminated and saved for next time. But so yeah, if you guys can tune in, we're gonna do that at 8 Central tomorrow night on my channel. And other than that, I don't really have any like stuff coming in to unbox or anything other than whenever my order from the Store Horseman sale gets here. I've got a few things coming from that, so I'll be doing unboxings on those, but they're so behind shipping that stuff. I don't know when I'll see it.
Man, am I sucked into the 4 Horsemen here these past few weeks, man. Goodness. I've been looking at their stuff like crazy.
Well, that's the other thing, man. Trying to pick up some of those guys and do Joe's too. Yeah. Those Legions, I mean, they're worth every penny, but they're high if you're not buying them directly from the 4 Horsemen store. I've got pre-orders that I'm about to get charged for from Hella Dope for that next 4 Horsemen wave coming this summer. Where you can pay like 10% down with them to hold them, and then they charge. So I've got like 3 or 4 of those guys that are about to charge, anytime. So what are you going to do? It's hard. First world problems. It's hard being a toy collector. Hard out here for a collector.
People don't understand. God.
Yeah, it's tough. Well, guys, catch Crow on Saturday morning and catch 3-star draw tomorrow night at 8 Central. And Pop Blender will be on there, and we're gonna chime in. Crow,
you're not allowed to close out yet. What do you got coming, and when are we gonna see these this cool watchtower?
So I'm definitely going to be working on the tower and get it. I mean, I'm going to town on this stuff. We'll get it painted. I'm trying to finish up my retro reviews. I have some interesting 3D stuff that you're going to see in the Duke video. And I'm just tying together some final editing and everything. Like I said, I'm not in that's like we were talking earlier in the stream. I'm not in a big race to pump my figures out. I more so want to give a good, my version of the video, maybe put together a little scenery action for you guys, some music. You know how we do it. It just takes a little longer to do stuff like that sometimes.
Yeah, you get all fancy with it.
I'm trying.
Editing and production value. Where's that ever going to get?
It's fun.
I do. No, it is not. The end product can be, but yeah, it's I do a little bit of that stuff, but man, that editing.
Yeah, it's definitely a learning process for me because you guys know I suck
Yeah,
at computers.
it's all of it has been.
Well, thanks for having us on tonight, Aaron. Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
guys.
Yes, sir. Thank
I
you, man.
appreciate it. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you,
And that was
chat.
a real fun stream. Yes, the chat was awesome. Thank you everyone for chiming in and the likes and all that. And yes. And join us for the next the next live chat we have of the backyard battlefield, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Catch you on the next time.
See you.